Hi guys, and it's Terry, and we're back with another Alternative Idol podcast. I am Terry from the Alternative Idol group on Facebook, and I'm joined as ever by my colleagues Gary from Idol is Shit.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And John from Straight from Japan.
Hi, I'm back.
Don't sound too happy, bro. Come on.
Oh, Necro, he's not seeing Necro anymore. I can imagine the the come down from following Necro around, and then now he's sitting on a podcast with two horrible English people, or English and Scottish.
Excuse me?
British. Oh, sorry, I say British.
What was that?
Whoa, my apologies.
Gonna have some racial tensions on the podcast.
Don't impose your nationalities on him, sir.
Did you just assume my nationality? There's 17 people watching right now. What are you guys even doing?
Yeah, it's all good.
It's a Saturday night.
Anything you guys want to say before we start off today, or?
How was Necro, John?
Oh, it was good. Real good. Super good.
Very nice.
I
was going to say, was it everything you hoped and more, but I kind of assumed I would have just gotten absolutely as a reply.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Anything from you, Gary, before we get started today?
I've been pretty sick this whole week, so,
Yeah,
I'll plug some
times.
stuff at the end, though. It's crunch time on the website, so I've been sick, and I've been trying to write a bunch of stuff for the site and failing miserably, so...
Yeah.
And try to get Terry to make me videos.
I will get round to it. I'm struggling to make my own videos at the moment. So yeah, welcome to our newest episode of the Alternative Idol podcast. We're going to go through the usual stuff like news, releases, song previews. Maybe we'll talk about some MVs if you haven't already watched me react to everything that's been out recently. So yeah, we've got all the good stuff. If you're new, this
maybe
is pretty much what we do.
Too.
Yeah, maybe some bad jokes, or if everyone
I thought we had a discussion about the puns already today.
Yeah,
Didn't we discuss that?
I know. We kind of ran away with it a bit while you weren't there, and things got a bit crazy.
John's not a very punny person.
I heard.
I'm
not reacting to that.
But anyway, let's crack on. So yeah, welcome to the show, everyone. If you haven't really figured out what we're talking about, this was the welcome to the show segment. Hello to everyone. Hello to the viewers on the on-demand video, and hello to everyone else if you're listening on the podcast or whatever. Hello.
The MP3 version.
The MP3
I see
version.
you guys. I know you're there.
I don't know who listens to it on the MP3
I
version.
recognize you.
If anyone here actually listens to the MP3 version, can they leave a comment? Because we have people listen to it, but I don't know who they are.
Why would they leave a comment on the YouTube video if they listen to the MP3 version?
Where do they come from? Who are these people? I don't know. So,
iTunes, bro. You know the iTunes thing we never publicize.
Yeah, and the thing that
we're on iTunes, by the way, on Google Play Music
and Pocket Casts and all the other ones, pretty much everywhere.
Stitcher,
there you go.
Hey guys, another one for you. Well, let's move on to this week's news and info. Hello to everyone in the chat. Who's taking it away this week? It's actually
you are.
Me. I am indeed. For those of you who didn't already realise, Kanako Rie, from formerly known for Lady Baby stardom, she's now back with a new solo project, an artistic solo project that she's dubbed Trolleattroll, which is quite a strange name. It reminds me of Dance Gavin Dance and a couple of other groups' names. Yeah,
it's like Swedish folk metal or something.
Yeah,
right.
Kind of. When I originally see it, I was like, where's she going with this troll thing? And obviously the picture.
Is it like Fin Troll?
Kind of, right? I mean, look at the artwork and the picture that she put up for herself. Obviously, she's got like sort of flowers in front of her and a hand over one eye and this kind of white thing. And I was kind of like, okay, the name and the kind of imagery that she was conjuring up for it didn't really match up at first. If you're not familiar with who she is, Rie Kanako, or Kanako Rie, however you want to say her name is, she was one half of the duo or trio, depending on how far back you want to go, that was Lady Baby, or the idol formerly known as Lady Baby, or now the idol formerly known as Nothing, because we don't really know what's going on with them. But yeah, so obviously Rie Kuromiya, or however you want to say her name, she recently left Lady Baby and now
is selling t-shirts with her half-naked body on them.
Oh, Ray? Yeah. So Ray's just put out a sort of like gravure Zine for Me or something like that. So essentially Kanako Rie has basically started up her solo project, and she put out her first MV, which was for a song called Lost that I think we'll be talking about a little bit later. She also recently...
You've already talked about it.
I have, but I'm not going to spoil it for people. If they've seen it, they've seen it. If not, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. We had another video that literally came out. Was it yesterday?
I think so.
Was it yesterday, the Blues one?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
She had an MV come out called Blues. I'm sure it was called Blue or Blues. And that kind of was strange. We can talk about it because technically we don't have the video to show, because the video originally was unlisted and on Twitter. And it was kind of really weirdly shot, actually. It was like set in a bathroom, and so it looks like someone had just turned on like a fog machine and a few disco lights in a bathroom, and she's just kind of singing in the bathroom, but they've kind of left in I suppose what would be like the live audio from her singing along to the song, I suppose.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out if it was her like singing live over a track in a bathroom, or if it was a pre-recorded.
So it sounds like it's the studio track, but then they kind of mixed in the live audio in places of her singing in the bathroom, kind of like half sobbing, half singing, half kind of, it was kind of arty-farty. It was I don't know, emo art, I suppose. Let's just throw out some random horrible genre hashtags that I know Gary hates, so he's going to tell me to settle down. But yeah, artcore maybe, even though there's no core.
I mean, I made up ASMR core.
ASMR core.
I'm not really atop the moral high ground here.
Yeah, that's a good point. But at least it wasn't noise punk.
It's a core. It's a core. It's
noise punk wasn't me.
Was it not you? Oh, okay.
No.
Cool.
I was telling people not to use that one, and Coco from Gang Parade agreed with me. So there you go.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, so it sounds like she's got an interesting project. I don't really want to talk about her style too much because I think we're going to get to talk about it later on. But needless to say, she's doing some artistic stuff with the project. Where this leaves Lady Baby, being that she was the only remaining member, and now Ray's gone, it's kind of a bit up in the air. They haven't officially announced it's disbanded, right? They haven't actually officially announced.
No, they actually announced that they have. Well, that sentence almost sounded stupid because I almost said announced an announcement. But they said
isn't that what something vital is?
Something is happening. Is that on the 7th? They said they're announcing something on the 7th. The baby, Lady Baby corporate.
Isn't that when she turns 20? Isn't there something?
I'm not sure.
I thought there was. I thought her birthday was coming up or something like that, and apparently, maybe the last thing they do at Lady Baby would be like her turning 20 or something, and then maybe that's the end of Lady Baby, and she's just going to do this. I haven't looked into what label
this is
she's
kind
on
of
for
what
this.
This is kind of what this project is. It's like I'm turning 20 and like
I'm moving on with stuff.
I guess
it feels like it. I mean, that first song was kind of, well, I don't want to talk about it too much because I really want to talk about it when the video comes up, especially because I've kind of thought about it a bit. So I'll leave it at that. But it's cool. We'll have the Twitter in the description, all that sort of stuff if you're watching the VOD or the MP3. If not, if you want links, then just let us know. I'll go check it out in group. There'll be plenty of stuff there.
I just looked up the Twitter thing for Lady Baby, and it says January 8th, and then it's like keep the date, more details soon. So I don't know what
that'd be interesting. We'll have to see what comes up. There was a second troll video. If you missed it, you can actually go and check it out if you want. If you go to the Alternative Idol group on Facebook, somehow someone had good enough sense that it's not me, John, or Gary, or any of the usual suspects to actually grab the video somehow. So yeah,
I think
big shout out to whoever that was.
I think what that really means is that none of us follow category on Twitter.
Yeah,
I think that's what that means.
None of us saw this.
Yeah, I mean, I see the original video. I watched it while I was at work, and I kind of thought maybe I'd plan to do a reaction to it, and then I kind of watched the video, and I realised the video was unlisted, and yeah, I don't know. I thought I didn't know how I would feel about reacting to a video that technically I knew she might take down. And literally, as I was getting on the way home, I was like, maybe I'll do it. And then that was it. It got took down. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm not doing it then. So yeah, that was that one. But yeah, the project's definitely interesting, and you should stick around because we're going to be talking about it and actually showing you guys the video later on. So yeah, stick around for that. Like I said, and if you missed the video, then check out the Alternative Idol podcast group on Facebook, and you will
It's
find
just
it
the
there.
Alternative Idol group. It's not the podcast group.
No, it's not the podcast group.
Yeah, and if Terry sounds confusing, it's because he's being confusing. We'll be talking about Lost, but Blues is in the group.
Terry's probably
There's
also
2 videos.
halfway in a ball of some Buka.
I have had no alcohol. I'll let that be known. If I'm talking nonsense, it's because I'm tired and it's been a long work day. So I apologise to everyone. I am not half cut for once.
Glad we cleared that up.
Shall we move on to the next topic?
So speaking of people who have left one group to go and do a solo project, see how I managed to bridge that quite nicely.
Clap, clap.
I also apologize if I just start randomly coughing my lungs up, by the way. So we have WACK, who used to be in Guso Drop. Now they're called Burst Girl, apparently. More on that later. She has a new solo project that isn't DJing, apparently.
Yes, yeah, apparently so. Apparently from what we've seen.
So put up a short little kind of video, 40-second video. Doesn't really give too much information. It kind of sounds like a kind of hard rock, kind of metal type instrumental. Who knows if that's even going to be what it is. It's part of the Bannerly company by the look of things, because their name's all over it.
And we couldn't quite figure out what Bunny is, right?
Is that her company? Well, Bunnelly is a clothing company that sells at Cry.
But isn't it that's her sub brand thing, isn't it? They sell.
Yeah,
Cry?
I'm not sure if she's the owner of Bunnelly or if she's a representative. I haven't.
In
figured
any
that
case,
out yet.
she's involved somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've put up this like 40-second kind of teaser video. It's not even really a teaser video. It's just like, hey, like solo project debut the 8th of February at Shibuya Milky Way, where everyone apparently makes their debut these days.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but Milky Way is a great venue though, so kind of.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Yeah, I mean, there isn't too much to really get into on this one at the moment, but I think like people said Waka likes to play like a lot of kind of like rock and kind of like metal stuff or DJ sets, so maybe this is what it's going to be.
I mean, if we're kind of hashing a guess here as to whether the music in the preview is actually preview of the music that's going to be by the project, or if it's just music and they were just like, hey, something's coming, blah blah blah, here's some music to go with it. I don't know if they've got the budget to kind of make intro music really, unless they borrowed it from somewhere, so that could actually be music for the project, which is going to be interesting. Is everyone saying that Discord's dying? Oh god.
It's fine for me.
This sounds fine for me, so it might be me dying.
People in chat are scaring me, but yeah, I think we're good for now.
Anyway, so I guess we'll see what happens with this. I'm imagining that please don't type rip and then type right after that you can still hear everything fine. Come on, chat, stop trolling. Yeah, I mean, when is it specifically? It's the 8th of February, so I mean that's like a month and a bit away.
It seems like we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up for January.
February,
right?
yeah. January's dead.
Really? Apart from the Burst Girl thing, or is that February as well?
Well, Burst Girl debuts January, but I was talking more like
releases.
Dead for music apart from Necro.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, we'll see. I'm interested. I like Waka, so we'll leave that for now and follow up when there is more information.
As always.
Oh, I guess that brings it down to me. Is it?
Indeed, it does, sir.
Let's see here. What do we? Oh, yes. One of my favorites, Mistress, back in the studio. They just dropped Artifact, like a full album, and they're already recording new material. So I don't know if this is going to be a single coming out in a month or so, a couple months, or what. I mean, there's really no information on it. But they were, well, everybody but Bo said that they were recording, so.
Bo does her own thing.
Bo pretty much does her own thing. Yeah.
She does do her own thing. But then there's also, you know, rumors out there that Hitomi might be joining. We don't know. She worked there. She supervised their Bupan for, what, 3 shows?
Yeah, she's working with staff apparently at the moment.
And did she say something about January?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said something about an announcement in January or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which
yeah,
would probably be when any pre-existing contract might be up with another group, perhaps.
It's merchandise sales. Bupan.
It's
probably just John saying it.
It's not. It's not like
it's Discord
piece of
out.
bread.
So we've already had Boob Window and Tit Fortress, and now we've got Boob Pan. That's the new one.
Yo, Christian podcast, dude.
Oh yeah, sorry, Christian
bro.
podcast. Monetization, please. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Hitomi, for those who don't know Hitomi, she was Checkmate's ex harsh vocalist, right? And a lot of people were excited about Hitomi and felt that she was really underutilized in Checkmate because she's got some really, really good harsh vocals. So if she does join Mistress, who, you know, kind of flirt with the occasional bit of harsh vocals, then perhaps it's something that they could add into their repertoire a bit more comfortably, I suppose. Yeah, pretty much. I think they'd be good as a foursome. I think they'd be good.
Maybe. I mean, they are
leaving.
It's gonna take a special girl to join. You know, they are overtly sexual in a lot of their lyrics and stuff. I mean,
Hitomi's blonde, and she kind of dresses a certain way. I'm sure she'd be good. There's some other stuff on the album apparently that has some harsh vocals from what Chris was saying to me. So.
I need to listen to that album at some point.
Yeah. I think everyone should probably go and check it out.
Not on my end of year top 10.
Hashtag go check it out. There you go. But yeah, they're back in the studio.
That's a horrible hashtag.
I know. Hashtag Where's John was much better. But we can move on.
Oh, can we? I thought it was John's decision.
John, can we move on? Are you good? Well,
let's move on.
I'll take that as John's gone. So yeah, bye, John. So we'll move on to our next. What a bit of mess, right? I know, right? Tell you about it. And I literally just said hashtag Where's John, and he disappeared. Well, we've got the podcast episode name. Never mind. So pretty much, yeah. So there's. For those of you who follow there's, you will know that recently Ogura Karen, who's a member from there's, is actually going to be graduating. Yeah. Which is quite sad, actually. I think she has quite a nice voice, and she's contributed quite a bit to there's overall sound. The reason that she actually gave was apparently she was having difficulties basically balancing idol and school. So I'm not actually 100% certain on actually quite how young she is. I know that there's some of the newer members are a lot younger than the original Bell Ring was, perhaps, but I'm sure one of the Bell Ring guys could probably tell me. But yeah, it's pretty sad for there's. They've been having a good time recently. They have had, they've just released their single There's Something Behind a while back ago. I reacted to that video, and that was really good. Her last solo, or her last live, will actually be on New Year's Eve. So it's actually pretty soon, to be honest with you. You would think that, it's a pretty short announcement. I'm guessing maybe she's going to be concentrating on school a bit more next year. So yeah, sad times for there's. Mig Machota only just got like a new member, and now there's is kind of losing one. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad time, but we'll be fine. So yeah, I can move on to our next section, which is funnily enough, we're actually covering Wonderweed, which is not a group that I actually thought we'd ever be covering, or I'd be covering right now. But yeah, essentially Wonderweed. And the main reason we're covering it, not only that, I haven't really listened to him. So essentially, obviously we're covering it because it's Imidi. So Imidi used to be in Checkmate, for those of you who didn't know. She's one of the vocalists from Checkmate. She actually left Checkmate. Checkmate kind of went down like a sinking ship, really. They kind of had a lot of promise, and they ended up being like the Titanic of all Idol for a while. So yeah, Emiri went, and now she's just joined into Wonderweed. I'm sure there's a few people here that listen to Wonderweed. We're kind of hoping that maybe we'd get to cover like Cannabis and Wonderweed at the same time. But apparently, yeah. So now she has joined Wonderweed, and she apparently played her first show in Shinkiba doing something. I'm not 100% sure, but she said she was really nervous and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it seems like a lot of the girls from Checkmate have actually now ventured out and are doing their own things. Everyone remembers Checkmate. They haven't been gone that long. There's still 2 of them, and they're still operating as far as I'm aware. I don't think they've disbanded. They probably will disband at some point. Either that, or they'll probably recruit a whole new group again. So we'll have to see what happens, really. But yeah, it's cool. Checkmate kind of went down. Emiri's joined Wonderweed. Hitomi may be jumping to Mistress. We think there was a couple of other members from Checkmate. If they kind of leave that group and they then go and move on to other All Idol groups, maybe Cyber will pick up another 6 members from somewhere. Who knows? But who knows anyway. That was Wonderweed. Yeah, so we'll move on to our next section. It's everyone's favourite group, everyone's favourite fun-loving Gokigen group, and that's how they make you feel. Gokigen AF. And essentially, what's really weird about it is apparently, well, when I read this on Twitter, I was like, what is going on here? Gokigen have announced that they are going to be essentially forming a second group. I don't understand. But essentially, Gokigen have announced that they are going to be doing a second group. I don't know what you guys think about that, but like, Gokigen are super indie. They just recently put out their album, which was called Indie's Best, which is actually really good, and you guys should go and check it out if you haven't already checked out Gokigen, because you guys should go check out Gokigen. You can go check out Gary's review as well of Gokigen. They're about as indie as it gets. I don't know if it's gonna be like a second group with like parody members, or whether or not they're gonna. I don't know. We'll have to see. All I know is that like Gokigen is super indie, so I'm wondering who's paying for this second group. I don't know if Ichiho or Bluehead member, as you might be able to see in the picture if you're watching the podcast. If not, then Ichiho Shirahata is kind of the whole manager behind the group. In all honesty, she's doing all the business side of things. But that was pretty much it for this week's news, in all honesty. A lot of the news are kind of like touch and go articles. It was we had like bare information on some of it, and didn't really know 100% what was going on. So a lot of it, we'll have to get back to you on it when more information arises. Do you want to do do you want to do the last bit, John?
Okay, yeah. Since I'm back, let's see. Anybody that was paying attention to whatever last night or whatever, anyway, the WACK elections for, what was it, who was going to get a solo debut? Took place last night. They had it live on Nico Nico. I don't know. I think that it was open. You didn't need premium until after they had announced the 2 winners, and then the stream kind of stopped. And then I think it switched over to premium.
Imagine if they'd made it premium just before they announced the 2 winners.
Yeah.
Well, because and then everyone spoils it on Twitter in 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, I think everybody left the stream when it stopped because they thought, oh, it's done, and then...
Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers if you're watching the video.
Also, can I just say, we've got 26 people watching us, which in probably our worst episode that we've done in about 10 episodes. So big shout out to all 26 of you that have listened to this technical mess because of Discord. Thank you for sticking with us and listening to me try to fumble my way back through it, but John and Gary are now here to save me, so thank you, boys.
Yeah, sorry about that, Discord, you thing. Anyway, so it's no surprise who won. I mean, the order might be surprising, but Aina and Chi-Chi won. They both get solo debuts.
Okay.
The big surprise was after. And sorry about the dog snoring if anybody can hear that. I've been told that this is kind of like an AKB thing. Yeah, Gary?
Just tell them what happened, and then I'll explain why it happened.
All right. So, let's see. Doku-chan, the one with the glasses
Yui,
from Gang Parade.
Everyone else,
Yui.
probably.
Yeah. Yui also is getting a solo release.
Indie.
Yes, on the independent label. I think on Tsubasa. Probably. Yeah, because she was the first of the non-ranked winners. They counted down from 15 to 1 during the program, and she was 16. So she gets a solo release as well. If you would like to explain that one, Gary, you can jump in.
Okay, so this was obviously a parody of the AKB elections where you have to buy a CD and you have to vote, blah blah blah. Except this was a really expensive CD. And basically in AKB's elections, the top 16 are the group that get the A-side single of sorts. Number 1 is the center of the formation for that song, but then 17 through 32 also get a group, and 33 through 48, 48 or whatever, they also get a group, blah blah blah. Anyway, so 17 is actually the lead for the second group, so you could have an argument if it's better to rank 16th or 17th. You following me?
Yeah, I get you.
So I'm pretty sure that's what they've done here. They've just been like, oh hey, you're like the first loser, I guess. I don't know.
So the first loser gets the consolation
It doesn't make
prize.
sense though, because it's like they're not going to do anything with the 15.
Yeah. I think they're just trolling, and
It's like, why 15? Why not 16? Is it like the AKB have that trademarked or patented? You can't have a 16.
Pretty much. Who knows?
I don't know, but I was just happy. I was actually happy with the results of the actual elections.
I was expecting last place to get a solo or something.
UDD got skanked. She got skanked.
She got third.
Oh, come on, dude. She got third. What do you want?
She got skanked. Aina
Can we talk about how
shouldn't
Gang
even
Parade
be in it.
ran the table?
Aina should just have the guaranteed solo that everyone knows that she's gonna get. She should have just been taken out of it. And then they should have just opened it up for everyone else. Paul Louis, why are you even in there? You've had your solo show. You've had your solo show, and Paul Louis, too late for you, love. Out. Just let the rest of them
Well, Gang Parade that has no fans whatsoever pretty much ran the table. So
yeah, but none of them got anything.
Winners.
They could sit up there on the table as much as they want.
Yeah,
They
they
haven't
did.
fucking got anything.
They did. One of them. Yeah.
And she was technically a loser. She technically lost but won.
They're the only group where everybody got something.
Yeah, I know.
Man, Viz had prop bets out on the results and everything. You guys are savages.
I would not be. The Gang Parade fans should have ganged up and chosen one member. Then they would have won. They probably would have won, maybe. But then
Miki
again,
would have probably come first or something.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
instead of 5th, which is still incredible.
But could you imagine if all the Bish fans had ganged up and gave all the votes to one person?
They would have given. They
They wouldn't be able to do that. Though.
Could you imagine? Look, how many votes is it with Chichi, Aina, and Ayuni D put together? It's probably more than the rest of the table, right?
No idea.
And that's John's area of expertise.
Yeah.
Dude, the numbers, John.
I don't know.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Here you go. Here's a number for you. I think Viz mentioned last night that Chi-Chi won by 27 votes.
Skanked.
There's a vote.
Yes.
Every vote counts, guys. Every vote counts.
Every vote counts.
Gary.
And my CD came on the 28th, so I didn't even get a vote.
To be fair, Gary, if you wasn't voting for you'd have voted for Chichi anyway, right?
Yeah, probably.
There you go. So his vote counted either way. It's fine.
Everybody should have voted for Miki. That's all I have to say.
Very small vegetable monster, but she didn't win, unfortunately. So bad times. Back to her garden where she grows.
Neither did Ayuni. So there you go.
Yeah, but she's. I know. The tears, the salt.
Just before we go on to the releases, I'll just throw this in here. Denbagumi Incorporated have announced they've added 2 new members. They've added Nomoto Nagi from Nijikon and Perrin Sensei. I can't remember her real name from Biboga. So they haven't left their groups, but that's just like
they're doing both at the same time, apparently.
Apparently so. So there you go.
And people
new single and tour for
people are not happy
next year.
From the looks of Twitter and Facebook.
People are people.
People were never happy, but yeah, at least they didn't get newbies.
I'm not touching that. Let's move on to the releases.
Quick! Don't touch it. So we can move on to releases for this week. Oh, I feel so much better now. You guys are back. Fucking hell. Oops, there goes the F-bomb for this show.
Oh, there goes the monetization.
I'm gonna put in a womp 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 effect when I do.
You're gonna have to bleep out the bit where I cast out Discord as well.
Yeah, you can toss in some Teddy Wub Wubs.
I'm gonna just put loads of echo when you say dicks. It goes dicks.
You're gonna have to blank that out as well.
With more echoes. Yeah. Don't worry, I got this. So we can move on to. Oh, it's me. Okay, so we're moving on to releases, and a release that I've been kind of didn't see coming so soon, but I'm glad that it is coming, and it is Kandai Syrup with their first mini album. Yeah.
Don't you mean candy syrup?
Kandai Syrup. I say die. I don't know. Sure it said Kandai.
We had this debate.
We've had it so many times.
So yeah, I'm gonna say Kandai because that's what.
It's a hair salon. It's obviously Kandai.
But then again, they do say candy shop, so I don't know. But who knows? Who cares? Anyway, so Kandai Syrup are back. Well, back. This is their first one. So yeah, they've announced their mini album, which they've actually called Idol Kandai Sick Rock. I'm not sure about the naming scheme that they've coming up with recently, but yeah, Idol Kandai Sick Rock. It's actually due out on February 7th, so yeah, we haven't got that long, I suppose. You know, a month and a bit. So yeah, and it's 2,000 yen. Is that tax included?
Yep.
Yeah, tax included, 2,000 yen. And the track list is Kandai Syrup, which is, their main theme song. Apparently this is going to be the album mix version, so I'm assuming they've gone back, they've tweaked it, they've freshened it up, The second track is Screaming Crazy World, which if you've ever been on their SoundCloud, you would have probably heard. It's kind of the one that sounds a bit like Horse the Band. It's a bit kind of, yeah, that's what someone described.
It's on the single, right? That's one of the ones on the single.
But it might be. My mind is blank now. It was either that or CSIS, one of the two. And then you have the third track, which is Kandai Syrup Introduction Syndrome, or CSIS, depending on how you want to say it, which is basically their whole intro song where each one of the girls kind of does their own kind of personality bit and blah, blah, blah. If you want to know what each one of the girls is about, then yeah, go listen to that song. That's basically describing who they are. Number 4 is their new song, Sweet Suicide, which they've
more on that later.
Yeah, more on that one later. Number 5 is Secret Doll, which is another song that they previewed a while ago, and if you want to go check that out, there is footage on YouTube. There's a really nice guy, I can't remember his name, but he actually posts quite a bit of footage of them quite often. I'll find that later on and I'll post that, of their song Secret Doll. I don't know why that name just makes me feel weird.
I think remember when Iku or whoever runs their SoundCloud accidentally posted their...
Yes.
Wasn't that one of the songs that was on there?
No, it was they posted Idol of Death, the karaoke version, by accident before they had released Idol of Death.
That's right.
So we were all like, oh my god, this song sounds so heavy, but it sounded weird because you couldn't really hear the vocals very loud, and it turns out that's because it was their backing track that they used to play live. So he had it on there because that's probably what he's using for the live. He's just playing it from the SoundCloud or whatever. So yeah, you got track 6 is Idol of Death, which you've all heard by now, featuring M!SA or Misa, however you want to say it. In brackets, Burst version. Don't know what that's about. We'll find out on the album, I'm sure.
Burst Girl are obviously making a guest appearance on this song.
I mean, that would be hype. They can say some buckaretsus, you know.
I also have some magic beans to sell you if you believe that.
Who knows what that is? It actually literally just says burst version, so I don't know what's going on
Maybe
there.
they've sped it up and it's like super like blast beaty or something.
Who knows? Yeah, burst. It's kind of weird. And then their 7th song is Idle Death Scar, which we think is another song that we might be talking about a bit later, but they haven't. Idle Death Scar. Yeah.
That's a play. That's a play on words.
But we're not 100% certain of whether or not this is the song that we might be talking about as well later, because they didn't name what that song was yet, so we don't know. But yeah, pretty much that's your mini album. Oh, we also should probably mention that they Kandai have actually got themselves an international release already.
I was going to mention that when you were done.
Go for it, because I haven't had a chance to talk about it. So
it's just their first single, which is what's on that? Candy Syrup and Screaming Crazy World, I think, are the 2 tracks on that. And they got international digital distribution through who's that? D-Drop?
Yeah,
Europe?
Yeah, weird
is
name.
That called?
Something like that. Yeah.
They're I think they're French, and then there's another company also, and they've got distribution rights, so they're sending it out to like all the digital distribution platforms. And anybody that missed out on that venue only can now buy it direct from Japan.
So does that mean that you can
the physical single is available
if
you use a proxy?
So if you're someone who likes to collect singles, even though you probably can get it on the mini album when it comes out, and you're a bit like me and John and everyone else who is a fool and buys all the CDs, then you can go and get it right now to satiate your hunger for Kandai Syrup, or you can wait for the mini album. It's up to you. I believe it's available on Spotify right now.
It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes.
So I picked it up on Apple Music on iTunes. Yeah, so
I think it's on Google Play as well.
Wow.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Did they really need a company for this?
I mean, you can literally just go to TuneCore and upload your stuff, and they'll literally put it across everything. It's not that hard to put stuff on Spotify.
The whole digital thing's really pretty new to Japan. Anyway.
I know, but
it's probably they didn't know who to handle it and that sort of stuff. I don't know.
It's not like this company's doing any physical distribution, right?
I mean, there's a few people that have struggled with putting their stuff on Spotify, not secured loose ends.
Not secured.
Not secured loose ends. So everyone's looking for Yukue Shire Zuzare, and then they come along with their newest stuff and put it as not secured loose ends, and they wondered why no one could find the new single, because they like renamed themselves wrong. Why couldn't they just put it with Zuri's name? Why do they have to put it as not secured loose ends?
Anyway,
because drop that R.
Yeah, that hard R, you have to always drop that, definitely.
At least they didn't put an L in it, right?
Not secured loose ends. But yeah, pretty much.
You can go listen to. You can get all your Kandai Syrup you want.
There's actually
we might actually have a Spotify playlist coming out for you guys.
Oh, I'm working on it. Terry's always working on his playlists.
Check the group at some point in the next week or something, maybe.
And maybe I'll have something for you if I can balance doing all this stuff at the same time. I'll try.
Shall we move on?
Oh yeah.
Take it away, John.
I will take it away. Juju, one of my favorites, got a new album. Well, mini album, I guess, really. It's only 6 tracks.
5.
But yeah.
Really.
Well, yeah, technically 5. But I believe this is the first release with all 4, the new lineup. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Black Thread only had the 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, yep. So this comes out February 13th. It's self-titled, Juju. It's only going to run you $1,500, and I believe that's tax included. The interesting thing about this one, I think, is they are re-releasing their very first song again.
Okay.
Re-recorded. That's Noroi, I think is how you say that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. It's really weird characters. It comes up as Juju in the translate, but that is incorrect. So, but yeah, that's the first track. They're redoing it with all the new girls. Should be pretty good. Second track's called Spider's Thread. I mean, I haven't heard any of these songs. Well, no. There was one that they put out on YouTube. I can't remember which one it was.
Apparently, it's actually just called Juju. That's just actually how you.
Is it just called Juju?
Yeah, I'm guessing if you see the kanji by itself, you might say Nodoi, but if it's used like that, it just literally means Juju, I suppose.
Okay, well there you
Whenever
go.
I think of,
I got yellow.
Whenever I think of like curses and stuff, I always think of like bad voodoo or juju anyway, so it kind of works, I guess.
Yeah, well, when I wrote a story on the original single that they put out, the venue only, I got yelled at for calling it Juju, so I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, track 3 is called 35 Seats, or 35 Sekai.
Seki?
Which Seki, which translates to seat or seats, I believe.
Probably how many people they play to on average.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That might be generous. Let's be honest. That might be generous, but
I'm not taking a dig. I'm just being realistic.
Yeah.
And then what is this? Yurai.
Yurari.
Yeah.
Yurari.
And these titles. Oh my goodness.
Daisei.
Yeah. Daisei is track 5, and then they have a DJ remix of Yurai.
Yurari.
With my
Yurari.
Yeah.
Yurari.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next time it's all in Japanese, you can do it all.
Ferrari.
I'll mangle everything. I like to mangle.
I'm just trying to help you, dude. You know,
I'm a mangler.
From Burst Girl, and then just put a re at the end.
Oh, okay. There you go. Anyway, that's coming out.
Yeah.
I already ordered it. So.
Damn.
I like Juju.
I've ordered too much stuff recently. I'm going to have to skip Juju for a bit.
Speaking of things I've already ordered.
No skipping.
And speaking of Gokigen, since Terry stole my news section.
Oh yeah, you can talk about them once. Yeah.
Discord, please.
Gokigen Teikoku, one of my favorite groups currently, have announced that they're putting out a live DVD.
Oh yeah.
It is called... Can you stop highlighting the stuff in the doc? It's really off-putting.
It's called... You can see that, sorry.
It's called Geki Joban Gokigen Teikoku Second One-Man Live First Primary Gokigen Wars How to Defeat Bosses.
It's a mouthful, right?
It's probably worse in Japanese.
Super otaku.
So it releases in early February. I don't think... I'll just check. They haven't actually pinned down a date yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I think Zen Market just said to me this comes out early January.
February.
Yeah.
It is a 22 quote-unquote track release with 17 songs, 4 MCs.
And there's some sort of photo video thing at the end, I believe.
Yeah, there's like a bonus kind of video at the end.
Yeah, some stuff.
Costs about 5,000 yen, roughly.
Standard.
Well, we'll get to that. You can only order it from skiyaki.net. It does not appear to be getting a Amazon/HMV/whatever release. So if you want one, you're going to have to use a proxy like Zen Market, who have actually been super on the ball lately, so shout out to them.
I got my one, my DVD's already ordered. They got that done for me.
And if you order it, I think that orders close on the 9th of January.
Yeah, you still got a while actually, yeah.
If you order it through this website, then you will also get a signed photo as a bonus.
Yep. Or is it like a signed group thing, isn't it?
I think it says a signed photo.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say of 5 types. So
Yeah, so it's probably just the whole thing's signed.
It says signed bromide. I don't know why they always call them bromides. They're not bromide.
It's a bromide, bro.
I don't even know what a bromide is, dude. I'm about to ruin chat's life with this link, but the link's too long, Riv.
Yeah.
Guess we're not.
Here, just a sec.
No, wait. It might work if I just.
It's because the DVD part at the end is Japanese and it messes the link up and it goes into.
Yeah, but I bet if I just put the product number, it'll work.
Nope. There you go. Go to that and then click on the picture of the DVD.
Aha.
No, that's too much work, John. Here's just the link. There you go.
Is it too much work? Yeah. Oh, there you go.
There you go. I'll be in the description if you're watching the VOD, by the way.
That works. Nice.
So yeah, I'm super excited for this. Oh, also, they have 2 of the songs from this up on their YouTube channel.
Already, yeah.
They have Nice to Meet Tune
and GGT Rock.
GT Rock, so you can get an idea of what you're paying for up front. I'm not gonna lie and say it's like a super high quality, high budget production, but it's pretty darn good.
I thought the production was pretty good.
The cats in I Meet You were kind of, whoa, we're all over the place.
Yeah. But it also sounds like whoever mixed it did an okay job. It sounds like they had audio straight from the mics and the board and stuff, which makes a change from some people's live DVDs. So, yeah, I can get down with that.
It's probably just a straight board recording.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, if you don't feel like paying that much to get in the Gokigen, then I believe their album's on Spotify. So
it is indeed.
You can slide over to Spotify, just type in Gokigen, I'm sure it'll come up, or type in Indie's Best is the name of the album.
Yep,
and every song you play gets them, what, 5/10,000th of a cent?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I hope it comes out really soon.
Gokigen's genre is ramen punk. Oh, that was like my fashion when I was like 16. Ramen punk.
So Terry,
yeah,
tell us about Cyber or Psy8ER.
So anyway, Psy8ER back with a new album. It's out January 31st, so it's basically out February. Let's be honest. It's called Hello New Generation, and they recently put out the first song from it called Hello New Generation. But we'll be talking about that one later on. So yeah, it's out January 31st, 2018. It's 2,500 yen. Not sure if that's tax included or all in. I'm guessing it's probably all in.
Probably.
Yeah. And 10 tracks. So it's not super long, but you know, it's as far as I can see, I think there's maybe 3 songs maybe that they've previously shown maybe. So you've got Hello New Generation, Guru Guru Continue, Guru Guru Continue, what? Katao Moi Wazurai.
Guru Guru Continue.
Yeah. That's what I was like, what? Katao Moi Wazurai, Kokuhaku wa... What? Kokuhaku Wapu. Honestly, these names, you couldn't... This is Barmakuhen all over again. Love Summer, nice easy one there.
Oh, you've ruined the last one as well.
Have I?
By the way, yeah.
What
Keep going.
Happy Hanging Out, Happy Ending, Engine On, Te.
Remix Start.
Yep, Remix Start. Sorry.
Sutato. Is it you
Remix Start.
Yeah, you Remix Start. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, that's your tracks from it. I think Remix Start we've heard.
Yep, and Te.
Kokuhaku Wapu, is that, have we not
I
heard
think
that?
That one as well.
Yeah, I think we've heard that as well.
Obviously Hello New Generation.
And Hello New Generation, yeah, which is on there. Yeah, so Cyber are, all of their titles are just designed to mess you up, really. Apart from like the kind of tail end's not too bad, but the first 3 are just a mess. Pretty much. I don't want to talk about them too much. Yeah, you know, they've got the new members now. They're starting to kind of show off.
Hope they feature more, yeah.
Yeah, hope they feature more. Hope that some other stuff happens as well. We'll talk about it later on because I don't wanna give the game away yet. So yeah.
Well, they'll definitely feature more than they did in that other video where they were just eating food and.
Oh, and in the
The
background.
one they recorded. Yeah, they recorded it for the 3 girls and then added the other 3 and then shot the video.
I watched that video and I felt so bad. What was the other video? Is that the one that got taken down?
No, that wasn't the one that got taken down. The one that got taken. I wish we had that one.
I
can't remember what
that is literally vanished from the face of the earth.
It's a
Apparently
holy grail.
it had like rendering issues or some weirdness had happened to it, or apparently someone was wearing something or some branded thing that kind of got caught in the video and they were like, oh, and then the video was gone. So either that or maybe Rina Hamu just didn't like the way her nose looked under a certain lighting condition and then boom, that got removed. So
No need for that.
Fired.
she's not gonna hear me. Sorry, Hamu, I love you. We can move on to our next section if we're good.
Oh, it's me.
It is you.
Hey guys, do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Do you let me finish, John? Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Do you guys remember a couple months back, Baby Metal? They were like, oh hey, if you're in our fan club, you can enter a lottery to win a super exclusive box set for our 5 Fox Festival shows that comes with like these pretty cool looking what were they, like plastic masks? I guess?
Latex, like condom masks or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that.
I remember. So yeah, apparently they were how much were they? 55,000 yen.
Yeah. It
All
was
the fives, right?
really-
All the fives.
55,000 yen.
It was spent.
So yeah, that was a thing that happened,
Yeah.
and like about a week ago, they're like, "Oh, hey guys, but sorry, on DVD that box set was just that's important. We'll get
Oh
there
yeah,
in a second.
those original ones were on DVD.
A DVD box set for 55,000 yen. Let that sink in.
But it
for
came
a
with
bit.
latex condom masks.
Yeah, but well, this is 2004 when everything comes on DVD.
Yeah. So whatever. People entered. I'm assuming people won because I think some people were trying to sell them. But then last week there was a news post on the Baby Metal website, and they're like, "Big Fox Festival Blu-ray box set, no masks, but Blu-ray box set for 34,000 yen, open to anyone in the fan club.
No masks though, right?
No masks, but
So wait,
Blu-ray and
So wait,
anyone can buy
you
it.
get Blu-ray quality. Anyone can buy it.
You just don't get the mask.
And there's an extra Blu-ray, I believe.
and there's
because the other one was just 5. This one's 6.
Oh,
Yes, or something like that.
so, well, it's definitely 6 in the picture.
I can't remember if the first one was 5 or not, but
The first one was 5. It was just the 5 Fox Festival.
so
the
they've
5
added
shows.
They've added the Big Fox Festival.
Yeah.
This is, well, in my opinion, this is a big fuck you to the people that entered that original lottery. But
Yeah, pretty much.
So wait, you entered the lottery. You won.
no, Terry, you had to be in the fan club.
Yeah.
So you had to like buy a T-shirt or like a hat and wizard's robe or whatever it is they're selling currently.
Okay, yeah.
So you had to do that, and then you had to enter the lottery,
Okay.
which I'm pretty sure that was free. I don't think they charged for that.
Not yet.
And then if you won the lottery, you were granted the opportunity to purchase.
I think you mean privilege.
Okay, whatever, John. Let's not split hairs.
Blessed by the Fox God to buy overpriced.
You were
merch.
blessed by the Fox God and given the privilege of spending like $500 on a 5 DVD box set. That's not counting shipping or like
But you got
anything
masks.
else.
But you got some masks, man. You got masks
dude.
with
Yeah, but
that.
them masks probably take up lots of room. What would that be in like customs fees, especially if you don't live in the US or something?
20% in custom fees, so you can like add another $100 minimum.
So
So you're like $600 for that, and then I don't know, dude. Like,
So that
our
way,
thoughts,
so that
our thoughts on Baby Metal are pretty clear at this point.
that they're taking the piss.
Oh, and like we mentioned this at the time, but it's pretty much like 60 to 70% of the shows all have the same songs. So.
Yeah, they're just rearranged.
So I put a post in the group and I kind of put my feelings across. Some people took them how they wanted to take them. Just for the record, most of us here are fans. You know what I mean? You can criticize something that you love, and we feel like
I like Baby Metal.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I've spent money on Baby Metal.
A new song or something.
Just anything.
I flew to London to see them the first time they came over. So I mean, if we're measuring dicks here, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the first day I got out of hospital for my pneumonia, the next day was Baby Metal at Wembley, and I literally went from the hospital to my house, got changed, got in an Uber, and went to go see Baby Metal in Wembley after recovering from pneumonia. So yeah, wonderful.
Hell, even I've even seen Baby Metal. I drove a whole hour to see him in Seattle.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, you know,
the love is there.
Our
is there.
EPs are, you know, like we're comfortable with them.
Yeah.
We're not that comfortable with the fact that for the past like year and a half, Baby Metal have just been rinsing people for money with merch, more merch, fan clubs.
A lot of people made
purpose to buy more merch.
Contrasting comments to say, you know, that WACK always brings out a lot of merch, or a lot of other idol groups always bring out merch, like Necro brings out a lot of merch. But my point is that all of those groups are consistently releasing new material. Like, you're getting new content to go with your new merch. You're not getting merch made from content that was out 2 years ago. That makes sense.
Well, and they're constantly touring, not just doing a big festival.
Bish have put out 3 albums since Baby Metal put out an album.
Yeah,
I'm just go through that.
Yeah.
But granted, like all these smaller groups have to work harder for it is one of the reasonings that I heard.
But then people,
Baby Metal are like a legitimate band, and legitimate bands never release anything between albums, and albums always take 2 to 3 years.
I mean, I listen to a lot of Western bands as well. Don't shoot me, I know. I don't just listen to Japanese stuff. The hipsters will kill me. But yeah, like there's plenty of bands that I listen to that in between albums they release a single here and there, or they try something out new, you know, before they release a new album. They have a few, you know, trial tracks and a few things that they like. He said he was talking about Bish 3 albums. He was saying Bish have released 3 albums since Baby Metal released that album.
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. So it was Killer Bish, Gorilla Bish, and the mini album, which was
when did Fake Metal Jacket come out?
Was Fake Metal Jacket? Oh, it might be. Oh,
Could
damn.
be.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And multiple singles and multiple DVDs and multiple tours.
And you can't really. That's comparable because Bish are on Avex.
Bish are on Avex, and they have a production team. Baby Metal are on the Muse, and they have a production team.
But they're not
one's touring in Japan
anything.
and one's touring abroad, but I don't understand. And it's not like people can say that, you know, Baby Metal's production levels are so much higher than anyone else's, because it doesn't stop them from putting out a shit song, just like people say that Bish had a shit song.
They'd have to put out a song.
Yeah,
for it to be shit.
You'd have to produce something to have production.
Yeah. Like, everyone can criticize all these other groups that are putting out songs because they actually have material to show people. Like, Baby Metal's hype is just sitting there with what they've already done, and there's nothing new to do it. I've already said.
Well, now don't forget, they do have that new 25-second intro clip.
Oh, from Unikitty? Yeah, we talked about that on the last one.
No, not the Unikitty, for their live
Sue
shows.
Metal's birthday show.
Yeah. Thing. Oh yeah, that's true.
Took them 2 years to do a 30-second clip. Wow.
Well, I mean, like we said, originally in one of the other big concerts before, originally they had an intro that ended up becoming a clip from Tales of the Destinies or The One or something like that. They had like that as an intro, so people were like, oh, I hear a new thing, and it did end up becoming a song. So maybe this will become a song, but like it's taken them 2 years to where they have a clip of an intro and a Unikitty theme song. Like, really? Like, people aren't going to buy this merch forever. People aren't going to...
So, I'll predict right now there will not be a Baby Metal album in the next 12 months.
That's a bold prediction.
We kind of
it won't happen.
We stated the reasons why we predicted this, and that was the whole Moi Moi thing, and them graduating school, which they're not apparently graduating until someone said March. I think
April.
I think someone threw out March or April. So yeah, they're going to be heavily concentrating in studies apparently.
That's why there's nothing announced until April.
Yeah,
there's no shows till April.
Yeah, so that's going to be them doing that. So if they're studying, like, and they can't perform, which a performance is a few hours, are they going to be in a recording studio instead? I don't think they are.
Could be, but
maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, if they were going away to record an album, don't you think they would have slightly given away the fact that maybe they're recording an album to kind of get some sort of hype train started? Because they're quite clearly not getting...
They announced nothing at the birthday shows.
Nothing?
And people were like, oh, it's because one of them wasn't there. Maybe.
They wouldn't stop the schedule just because Yui wasn't there. They wouldn't do it.
It's not even that, Terry. I don't think they could change out the show on such short notice.
Yeah. Because as far as I could see, all of the choreography was basically the same, but they just had Moa move around soon.
Yeah, she was just shoved off to one side, as it usually would be, and the other side was kind of empty.
Yeah.
I also pointed out that they're doing a lot of festivals next year, which would suggest to me that there's not going to be a solo tour.
Yeah, the festivals are pretty spread out, aren't they?
People were like, oh, but that's not how it always works, Gary, but... If you're doing festival appearances, then most festivals are like, yeah, okay, can you maybe not come back for like...
Yeah, it's exclusive festival stuff.
Because it wasn't until, if I remember, that it was... They announced the album coming out, and I knew about Wembley when I see them in Reading, and that was well before the album was due to come out.
You know they're going to take like 6 months to hype up an album anyway.
Yeah. So if Moi Moi are out until what, April and March or whatever, then they've got to record it, build hype for it, and probably rinse us with some more merch before this album comes out. Yeah, I can't see it happening in 2018.
The only thing I could see happening is they release it just before Sue's birthday show next year. Why would they do that when they have a birthday show that they could make a ton of money off of, and then put the album out later?
Yeah.
Anyway,
like we're not slating BM, we're not slating Amuse. We literally
chat makes a good point. Remember that X Japan album that got announced like 15 years ago and still hasn't come out?
Like, will Baby Metal become like the Half-Life 3 of the Alt Idol world, perhaps? You know, so much hype behind it.
There is 3 of them.
It falls under its weight. Half-Life 3 confirmed. There you go. Gaben, please.
How could it fall under its own weight though?
Because I'm sure so much hype that they can't live up to it.
But
or it would just die off.
They could get anyone in to write for them.
Anyone, pretty much at this point.
Anyone.
But do the fans even know what they want? Do they want Metal Resistance Volume 2? Or do they want more fun stuff like the original album? Do they want maybe...
For me, the first album's their best album.
It's almost getting to the point where they're not going to be able to live up to anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be... If anything does come out this year, it will probably end up being a complete disaster.
But the thing is, a lot of people will just be like, new Baby Metal, best thing ever. It's gonna take a couple of people to be like,
it's gonna be the avatar. It's gonna be the avatar of releases. People are gonna be like, oh, this is the best thing ever, and then like a year down the road, they're gonna be like, oh, this is not as good.
I don't know, dude. I'm seeing more and more people being like, yeah, but are you gonna put out a new album though?
Yeah, no. More people are kind of
the tide is starting to turn.
Yeah. And I don't
like there was a lot of people that were not happy about this Blu-ray box set just to try and drag us back on the tracks here.
Yeah, of course.
Because like apparently for some people it's like, oh, it's only $60 a DVD Blu-ray, that's perfectly normal. It's like, no, it's not.
It's not.
If this was released in the UK and it was a UK band or whatever, put it out like a 6 Blu-ray box set, it might be £150
at best, and even then, people would be like, "Wow, that's
Worst.
a bit steep." Like it's. But that's the thing. This is another one I'm gonna throw out, yeah. And this is what someone said to me. A lot of people say that Baby Metal are not an idol group anymore, that they're a metal band. So can anyone tell me why they're still charging idol prices? More than idol prices. Way, way overpriced idol prices. With this kind of inane, jumped up exclusivity thing where everything's exclusive. So exclusive that nothing's exclusive, you know what I mean?
They haven't actually released anything to general sale since the start of last year, apparently.
Yeah.
Everything's been through the fan club.
Yeah. Like, they are literally just... The others are there, and the fans are standing there.
Unless you count the record store day pressing of Metal Resistance, I guess.
That then cost a fortune later on if you want to try to get your hands on it, or you can still get it cheap.
If anyone wants to buy it, I have a copy. Just tell me how much you're willing to pay.
Triple the asking price. That's how much.
I'll give you $5 for it.
Anyway, so that's enough. Baby Metal subreddit already hate us, so we should probably move on.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like, we're one of the people that are
We're
most vocal
also,
about it,
like,
and people kind of...
I want to point out we're almost an hour and 20 minutes into this podcast, and we haven't even hit song previews yet.
Whatever, everyone's here for the meanwhile. We've got 31 people, we've got good stuff to talk about, and we've got some stuff. So yeah, let's cover it. As long as you guys are good and we're good.
For sure, don't buy this.
Yeah.
For sure, don't buy this.
That's our point on it. I don't want to feel like, we're being vocal, more than other people, but... Yeah.
I'm not even hating. Why would you buy this when Sue's birthday box set's coming out in like 3 months?
Oh, yep, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna push us on to the next thing. Yeah, I'm pushing us through to the next thing here.
Or just saying, you could just save all of the money from all of these releases, and you could go to Japan.
Hey, there you go.
We haven't even mentioned that. But yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Who's doing this?
Let's go towards the line.
That's me. It's me.
Oh, it's you. Nice.
Yeah, and this one's a bit different than our usual release talk. This one is a photo book.
Nice.
Now, we usually don't cover photo books and stuff.
Unless it's Necro.
Yeah. Well, did we even cover that? Really?
I think we did.
We may have mentioned it. But, yeah, Passcode has a photo book coming out this month. Not this month. It's not January.
I mean, it's almost January. It's within the next month.
Yeah.
It's coming out January 23rd. It's an A4 size, so, it's a good size book, right?
Yeah.
A4 is a good size.
It's all right.
I mean, it's not magazine size.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I
get magazine price. Jeez.
It is magazine price. It's a A4 size, 112 pages, 3,500 yen plus tax.
It's like 37 maybe.
Yeah, and what I understand, it's all off shots from the Zenith tour.
I was there.
Well, at least Una was there.
True.
But yeah, if you're, I don't know what to think.
Bearing in mind that you just bought Abyss and Gang Parade photo book, John.
I did.
Look, photo books are cool. If you like the group and you want to support them and buy their photo book, go buy their photo book. I have no issues with you buying a photo book for a group, because Passcode have put stuff out. They put out an album. They've done a tour. They put out a photo book. They're not milking people. Go and buy their merch. I don't care. That's my thought on that. And also let me know how good the photo book is.
If you like the group, by all means support the group and buy their merchandise. Buy their photo book. I think it's their first photo book ever, isn't it?
Well, Yaichi had one with her by herself, I believe.
Well, first group photo
book, yeah.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it's a combination of black and white and color photos, and it's almost exclusively off-shot tour photos, like backstage, There's no on-stage shots, from what I understand.
Photo books are pretty big within Idol, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
I've got about 3-ish photo books. I've got a Necro one, another Necro one coming from John, and then probably one that's gonna come with something else. Who else does?
There's going to eventually be that Necro photo book.
Yeah, eventually.
It comes
No,
out.
but I remember the Starry Zine as well that she did. So you got that.
Yeah.
So you got that. And then the proper photo book. Yeah, well, the 2 photo books.
Then you get the actual photo books where it's idols posing in bikinis and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. Like Sheena Pickering's photo book, and a couple of other people have done this. The more gravure.
All the 12-year-old AKB and Martin Musume
we didn't even
girls.
mention Ray's photo book from Lady Baby, or ex-Lady Baby. Or we did mention her recent thing with the teddy bears. We mentioned that earlier.
Or Joshi Wrestling, they do a photo book or a gravure DVD every now and then.
Yeah, so photo books are definitely a thing. It just depends on what sort of photo books you're into. If it's more kind of like, behind the scenes stuff from like off shots, normally they come with like the big DVD and Blu-ray sets. They're pretty cool. Yeah, if it's kind of you're just getting it because it's a gravure book, then I think that's slightly different. But yeah, if it's good stuff, it's good stuff. Whatever, I'm not going to judge anyone for buying a gravure book, so that's fine. Whatever floats your boat, I'll download it and stream it online. You can buy a book, that's fine. All good.
But yeah, first photo book, Passcode's called Passcode to the Light. Comes out the 23rd.
Looked like she was going towards the light at the end of the show I was at.
That's so mean. poor Yuna.
They had to drag her off stage.
Oh, she was like wrecked.
Yeah.
That was like her first day back on stage though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously she's alright now though. I think I remember a few other people saying that they went to a few shows with her since then, and she's been better, but still looks like she's struggling slightly.
Well, recovery takes a while, doesn't it?
Well, someone was saying to me, oh yeah, it's because she did her vocal cords and stuff, and I was like, what are you talking about? She had an ovarian cyst, like the ovarians, your ovaries aren't in your vocal cords. So just got to let everyone know that it was a.
It's not like okay, take that part out, sew me back up, and I'll just go on and do what I was doing.
She had women issues, people. She had women issues. You know what I mean? Like. Just it was serious. Like it wasn't a small thing. Like that's not the type of thing that you want to find out, that you have cysts on your ovaries, especially not for a lady of her age. That's not good. Passcode now, children later, or passcode now and children never, and that's definitely not what you want to hear at such a young age. So I'm glad that she went and got the treatment that she needed, and she's back in working order on stage. I suppose kind of, yeah. Will she ever? I'm sure it's going to take a while for her to get back up to where she was. Surgery is never easy on anyone, especially when it's I don't know what region that would be. The torso region, below the torso region. I don't know.
Abdomen.
Abdomen. That's the one.
Anyway, song previews.
Yeah, let's talk about some songs.
Mm-hmm.
Terry, please, onegaishimasu.
So we have our first preview song that I obviously can't play so I don't get done by anyone. But we have Soratop Sakana's new preview song, Eikaku na Nichijo, which is now available on SoundCloud. It's been available since the 24th. I actually really like it, but then again, I'm quite a big fan of Soratop Sakana in general. Yeah, something fish, something really good. Go listen to it on SoundCloud. What was your kind of vibes that you guys were getting from this?
Super math rock.
Kind of sounds a little Mason Boot girly in places.
Like Mason Boot Girl meets Tricot. Is that kind of the?
Don't know.
Tricote,
Sure, why not?
or however you want to pronounce it. Or whatever.
Tricote.
It literally means
I will agree with that.
Some rubbish, but
It's good.
Yeah.
But of course, almost all of their stuff is good.
But I think a lot of people didn't really get into Soratop Sakana because they
I almost
seem,
said something terrible there. Jeez.
Obviously, they're not super heavy, as the word would be. They're more along the kind of, they're kind of light and airy, and the vocals are very innocent. But the kind of musicians and stuff behind it's really nice.
Well, the music is super technical. I mean, really.
But not in a like Mason Book Girl syncopated way. The songs are still very easily listenable. Like there's a lot going on, but there's a consistent rhythm. So
they do like weird time signatures. It seems also
occasionally, yeah, they'll mix it up, or sometimes they have more not EDM but kind of electronic and ambient and kind of glitchy elements to some of the songs. The Cocoon EP that they had was really good. Yeah, their album was really good. I've been listening to them for a while. I remember someone originally suggested them to me, and I checked them out, and I thought there was like a poor man's like Mason Book Girl when I first heard them, and I was like, oh, that's such a horrible thing to say. I should really go and check them out. And this was obviously like a year and something ago now. And I went and checked them out properly and gave them a good listen. And I was like, boom, that's it. Bought the album, had a good listen to the album. I think it's the fourth track, one of the tracks. It's like the one that goes dum dum dum. That's like super like syncopated at the beginning.
Was that on Cocoon?
No, it's on the original album. But that was like the song that kind of got me into them, because that kind of kicks in midway through the song and it kind of builds and it's really nice. The two kind of groups that remind me is like Soratopsakana and Amina. They're kind of the two groups that kind of similar to me. But Amina more plays with like folk sounds and bagpipes and cellos and all sorts of weird sounds, whereas Soratopsakana's more math rocky with like, I don't know, like innocent vocals and strange stuff. They're really cool.
Well, they are all still pretty young. I mean, they've been going at it for a while here, and I mean,
Flying Skyfish, sounds about right. Who knows?
Yeah, they're getting there,
I like the mixing on the vocals, so it was fine, but it was kind of originally their vocals sounded very airy and kind of they sat above the mix, but it seems like they've more learnt to. The girls obviously are getting older now. I'm not trying to use the developing word because that's where people get mistranslated.
I almost said that they were developing nicely.
Yep. So we're not going to do that because we've seen what happens in when people use that word. But yeah, they are.
How about you say vocally they're moving forward?
Vocally, they are moving forward.
They're improving vocally,
improving all the time, of course, as they get older. Gee, you couldn't script this even if you tried. But yeah, they're getting really good. It shows in their music that vocally they're much stronger now. The mixing is stronger. The musicians, they have a better grasp of where they want to go with the band. Cocoon EP was really good, and I'm looking forward to what they have in 2018. If this new song is any maturation, that's just as bad. Any of these can be misconstrued.
Could also misspeak and say something really bad there as well.
Definitely don't bring.
Anyway, John.
Yeah, that's me.
How about those explosive women?
Oh yes. Anybody who's been paying attention has heard of Burst Girl, I'm sure.
Bakudan, Joshi, etc., etc.
They threw a couple of little samples out on Twitter of a song they're working on. It seems. Let's coin a core word for this. Let's call it Smeagol core.
Smeagol core.
What?
Gollum core or Lord of the Rings core, or
I'm gonna guess this song is gonna be called Burst Girl or
it's definitely gonna be
this is gonna but they threw out a super raw.
How did we not think of Burst Core? We should have just said Burst Core.
Yeah.
Explosion Core.
They should just call it Danger Music. They should just label themselves as Danger Music, because so many people would go to see them live if they thought that they was actually going to play Danger Music. Shire Core.
Hazardous music.
But I mean, people have been speculating this is just going to be Guso 2.0, and it's kind of turning out that way, isn't it?
Like 1.5 from the sound of it.
Yeah, it sounds like it, but it seems like some of the other girls are also now experimenting into the Ray Destroyer voice in a short-term territory. Hopefully she's not the one giving them harsh vocal lessons. I hope to God that
sounds like it.
You've got friends in other groups that can do it better. Please go and speak to them.
Groups that you were playing with on the 7th.
Yes, please go and talk to Io or Kagura or any of the girls that don't sound like Schmeagol. Maybe they are doing it correctly, and maybe they just don't have the technique fully down yet. Who knows? But or maybe they weren't going full on. Maybe they were kind of like half-assing it for the video because the music wasn't very loud. Who knows?
They probably couldn't be loud in that practice studio or they'd get kicked out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who Who knows?
Yeah, but it was super raw. I mean, it was. Whew.
I mean, they've
That's how it's
they've
gonna sound
always been
live,
super
though.
raw. Yeah, that's how they've always sounded. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone noticed, but Guso have never been known for being very vocally gifted. And don't shoot me, because that's how they have also always been. Well,
That's
since,
what people
since
like,
Saki
though,
left.
right?
Oh, of
Yeah,
course, yeah,
since Saki left.
yeah. But that's not the second time that someone would say since Saki left they're irrelevant. But normally people say that for Gang Parade. But
Who said that?
I'm not even going to throw that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, someone said since Saki left they're irrelevant, and it was.
Wait, who said that?
No, behave. You're gonna get me in trouble. I'm putting my.
No,
I'm-
wait, who
I'm-
said that in relation to Guso Drop?
No,
Hey,
no.
hey,
I'm just saying it could fit. It could fit.
Maybe we should, move on to something that's actually.
Hey, whoa, real quick, before we move on. If anyone's going to that show on the 7th, hit me in the DMs. I want one of those t-shirts.
Yeah, their mascot
there-
looks
there
super
you
cool.
go.
I'm not even gonna lie. Their mascot does look really cool.
Anyway, we talked about this group last week,
We did.
and it also is tangentially related to Guso Drop. So
And it's a chicky blow.
So we all know that Daichi used to produce / manage ? Guso Drop,
Lol. Yes.
and he recently announced his new group, Chicken Blow the Idol. Yes, that is a real name for an idol group in
Chicky blow.
almost 2018.
That's their actual
well-
intro music confirmed.
Just like Burst Girl, they put up a preview of a song that they're working on, and much to everyone's surprise / dismay, it's not a super heavy song, guys. Kind of sounds like something Double Ann would be doing.
It's Chicken Serenade the Idol.
It's like folksy kind of acoustic guitar stuff.
Chicken Blow the Acoustic. Pretty much.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, Saki's stuff was good when he was producing.
Still
it.
is good.
Yeah, of course. I just mean I haven't heard anything new from her since she's gone super solo or whatever. Actually, I haven't heard much at all. I don't know. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I don't think many people expected it to be this.
He did say that he was going to be adding bass guitar and stuff like that. So I don't know if the acoustic versions are the
Yeah, but they're not
preliminary
exactly-
versions.
They're not exactly like screaming or
Oh,
harsh
no,
vocals
yeah.
or anything either, though, right?
But maybe he thought, if that's what Burst Girl are going to be doing, maybe I'll take the.
He already has a group like this, though.
Oh yeah.
What,
Called
Himegoto?
Himigoto is a Taichi.
And no
yeah.
one cares about them.
Yeah, no one cares about them. Which I
When
feel
was the
bad.
last time you saw anyone mention Himegoto?
People do
You
in vain.
mean not themselves on their own Twitter accounts?
Which it's like it's kind of sad, you know?
I mean, Himegoto's not. They're not bad. They're just.
Yeah, they're not.
They're just.
They're
not
just
exciting.
not. They're not. Yeah, they're not what
It's-
people are wanting
it's
from
like-
a Daichi production.
Yeah, it's like Daichi's
I don't think
most
this is what
uninspired
people want
production.
either.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
think.
not.
But I
it's
mean,
not.
Daichi makes strange business decisions and strange musical decisions. Like
Maybe he just thought that like, oh, Guso didn't make any money, so I'll try different genres now and see if one of
one of them
those makes
sticks.
money.
Just throw everything at the wall.
Not knowing that the reason that Guso didn't make any money was because he doesn't know how to manage money properly.
Who knows?
Maybe he's
Who
missed
knows?
that.
That's what people say. So
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
that's
know.
the common thesis.
That's what I have heard from people.
He's more I'll just say what I've heard is he's much more invested in the actual making of the music than making a profit off.
He's
the
a
music.
starving artist, is what we could say.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's what it is.
I'm gonna throw my hands up and say I coined the term bukake-ko, and yeah, I'd like my royalties.
And we
for
thank
this.
you for it, Terry.
Thank you. Still got top comment
And-
to this day on that video. I think.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
I'm sure I
so-
do.
I don't know. Like I say, I like this. Whatever this ends up being, it sounds pretty cool to me, but it's obviously not going to be what people were expecting or hoping for. But from the side of things, Burst Girl will likely fill the Guso drop-sized void in a lot of people's hearts. So there you go.
Hey, I thought that, you know, Broken by the Scream were going to be filling that, and Kandai were going to be filling that void. There's quite a lot of groups recently that are coming out with some serious harsh vocals and, you know, kicking some ass heavy-wise. So
I'm kind of like saddened / surprised that so many people didn't know of Broken by the Scream until I wrote that review.
Yeah. It's because they had that one song. They only had that. They had the Oh My Megami one or whatever it was, and
The one with the original girl.
Hey,
yeah, with Sumire,
Broken by the Scream. If anyone's listening to this, get that mini album on Spotify or something. Come on, Pony Canyon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that anything Pony. Well, they're unblocked now worldwide, aren't they?
Yes.
At least they figured it out.
Me telling people to check out Broken by the Scream and there being like 1.5 videos on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then your next way to do it is to have to like buy the mini album and get it shipped from Japan.
Yeah. But you have to go buy it through proxy.
No, you can get it from Japan and Amazon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that album.
But what I'm saying is, it's a tough sell for some people who just want to kind of like, oh, hey, what's this group about? You know, give me another video or a Spotify or something. Come on.
Yeah. Well, you know.
We can only do so much.
Speaking of Kandai syrup,
I don't even know if anyone has suggested it to them. Maybe someone could put in a word to, you know, certain people and say, you know, that we would like this. If you could do that, that'd be great.
It's not
certain parties could interact with other certain parties.
Yeah, it's doable.
How about Kandai syrup, Terry?
Oh yeah, let's have a look. I'm back to Kandai syrup, and this time I've got a Christmassy photo as well. I'm a little bit late, but you know, here's your non in that.
That's a hedgehog in Santa on there.
Is that Santa non?
Yeah. That's Nonta.
That's Kuro Claus.
Kuro Claus. Oh no. I'm sure there's a film called Black Santa, so I'm kind of worried. But yeah, Kandai syrup back with some previews. So they have a YouTube video. It's a live. Is it them officially? It is them officially, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Starlit.
Yeah, it's on
or whatever.
Yeah, so it's on their Starlit Records YouTube, and it's basically a video of them performing one of their songs from their upcoming mini album called.
No, chat. Satan is a completely different thing that none of you ever need to see.
Don't ever go there. Do not do it.
Yeah, Christian podcast. Even though we support Satan, we do not support you going to support them. The worst thing is, the worst thing is if no one knows, then they're not gonna get the reference, and they're gonna think I actually mean Satan. So, if you want to know what we're talking about, come speak to us privately, and we'll show you the depths of Idol. Christian Poe, never mind. Yeah, pretty much, right? So so they've got this clip up of them performing "Sweet Suicide." No harsh vocals in this one, which may.
It's so traditional, guys.
I know,
oh my
right?
God.
But yeah,
what are you listening to?
I mean, yeah, it's about as far from traditional as you're gonna get. But yeah, no harsh vocals in this one, so it probably annoyed a few people, you know, because they just want to hear non scream away. But there is like an extended instrumental breakdown in the middle that might not appeal to everyone. You know, the girls get their own little Beyonce dance segments on, which is kind of awkward. One of them did, yeah. Some of it's a bit awkward, but go and check out the video and see. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it'll be a fine addition to the set list and to the mini album. In all honesty, right? I mean, not every song can be Idol of Death. This is one of the things that we were talking about, you know, some of the heavier groups like Kandai Syrup and Broken by the Scream, is that with the types of music that they do, we were worried that it can get samey.
Easy to get stuck.
It's a bit like what we used to say with Passcode, you know, their sound is so ingrained within them that then it starts to become like, I've heard this from them before. and how do you get around that? How do you keep it fresh? And obviously, quite clearly, Kandai's keeping it fresh by throwing in some Teddy Wob Wobs and some other type of stuff. Not to say that, you know, Wob Wobs aren't generic AF, but, you know, when used in the right context and not featuring Aina, they can be.
That is Terry's opinion and not necessarily the opinion of the Alternative Idol podcast.
I speak for myself. Don't worry, I speak for myself. But yeah, I don't mind the song. The song sounds fine to me. I don't think either of you two like it, right?
Why didn't I say that?
No, that was all me.
Oh, that was
I didn't say that.
I was the giant complainer. I mean, the song is fine. I just don't understand the big dance break. I guess dance.
The instrumental segment bit.
Everybody's got their own singular dance. It's weird. It's just weird.
Show off, bro.
Show off what?
The merchandise.
Weird kicks and a Beyonce twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think they'll get better with time. Like, you gotta remember that, like, this isn't K-pop, innit? Like,
they were probably told, alright, so
like,
there's like a dance breakdown, figure something out.
Something out, innit? Yeah. Like, and then the girls kind of put forward what they. Let's be honest, their choreographer's probably not a choreographer. Like, it's probably just one of them not making up moves. So, yeah.
It's probably like, oh, there's a huge long breakdown here. What are we gonna do? Dance battle? Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some Beyonce. I'm gonna shake my.
I would have loved to have seen an actual dance battle. That would have been great.
Or just a fight, maybe.
Well, I mean, all they need to do during that bit is they just need to come out into the audience. Come out into the audience and do the dance and get everyone else.
That was a pretty high stage, to be fair.
Yeah, so I mean, Kandai are quite known for coming off stage during their songs, if you don't know that. And they will come off the stage and they will interact with the audience.
Can confirm.
When the stage is able to let them do that, essentially, if it's not too high. At Desio Mini, the stage is like waist, maybe? Probably more like Gary's waist, which is probably like my chin, probably. But yeah, it's quite a high stage. And
why did you have to like use that? Two specific comparisons.
That puts an image. It puts an image in your head. It puts
people
an image.
Know that I'm small, and people know that Gary's taller. So I'm trying to
tall.
Taller than me. Well, actually, yeah, not that tall, but yeah. So.
Gary is 8 feet tall.
And yeah, Non still managed to, and the rest of the girls managed to jump down or jump onto people's shoulders and get carried about. So yeah, they're not afraid to jump into the crowd and do stuff. A bit like, you know, Zen Kimi and Surezure. So. It seems a thing. Are all the groups jumping into the crowds? No, I would say some of them should probably stay on the stage.
Well, yeah, as a group, I think Kandai Syrup is more of a jump in the crowd style of group.
Gokigen definitely jump in the crowd.
Yeah, Gokigen definitely in the crowd. Yeah,
and Zenkimi.
Zenkimi definitely is a get off the stage. Well, they did it half the time. They're never on the bloody stage. Surezure are more kind of, they're literally in between the stage and the crowd. They're basically leant over the crowd near enough of it.
They're a barrier group. They jump in between the stage and the barrier.
Or just on top of a few people and then back onto the stage, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it's interesting to see how different groups interact on stages and that sort of stuff. So
and to see how they suffer when they're not in their element, like on a high stage where you can't jump down.
Or on a stage where they can't get off at all. Yeah. Or on some groups on a really big stage, like what's it? Celine B2 is it? Celine B2 is like, it looks big, and I remember seeing Kandai on that stage, which I think that footage is from Celine B2.
Yep.
But you can't see because the camera's up close. But if you pan out, that's a really big stage. So sometimes it can look really awkward with them kind of in the middle doing their thing, and you've basically got the equivalent of another 2 stages left and right of them, and you're just like, wow, like. It's hard to utilize with the stage when you
get lost.
Yeah, your choreography and everything's
it's
all kind of made for small stages. Unlike Necro, who have, you know, choreography that's quite clearly designed for small stages.
Well, actually there was a discussion about that, about if they were going to be able to do certain songs in certain venues because the stage wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
For their choreography.
Oh yeah. That was quite interesting as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another story for another day.
A lot of people are saying that they're liking Kakurio Tereru Architect. I'm glad that you like them. Go and check out their stuff and
read my reviews.
And check out the B-sides, because I think a lot of people buying into them. You need to hear everything they have to offer before you shoebox them into one particular song that you've heard. Please go and check out the rest of their stuff.
They've got a lot more to offer than
just
what is shown in their music videos.
Yeah, I mean, both of those music videos are very strong songs for them, and I like that style in general, but they can do other stuff, and I think people should check them out and appreciate that before they buy into the group. They should check out the other stuff, because I don't want people to feel like they're being missold, if you get what I mean. Like, there's other stuff to it. It's a bit like Zen Kimi. Some people got into Zen Kimi from the heavier stuff, when Zen Kimi are definitely not predominantly about harsh vocals or heavy stuff. Like, Zen Kimi were, I don't even know how you describe their music style, but yeah.
There's a lot of anime voice in there. That's for sure.
We'll throw it out with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the song previews. We probably talked more about it than we should have done, and it's coming in like an hour and 45 minutes.
Before we go into the music video section, I would just like to say thanks to the 30 people that are still somehow watching this train wreck. 31 now. If you haven't subscribed already and you've liked what you've heard or seen so far, please consider hitting the subscription button.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost anything.
And it helps us out a lot.
It does.
We can be
it does cost you a slight finger movement that could lead to carpal tunnel syndrome.
Potentially another finger movement as well if you want to hit the bell so you get notified.
Do you know what? I didn't even think about that. How many of you actually have notifications on for us? I'm guessing some people do because they appear somehow. So, how many people normally listen? Between 20 and 30. I would say that this is probably not a record for us, but I would say it's pretty up there. It's pretty up there,
actually.
Yeah.
Concurrent, anyway.
One person heard Gary's Scottish voice and instantly left.
Well, they're just
that's a running meme, in all honesty. But
You'll melt more.
Yes,
I saw someone mention this in chat earlier, and speaking of Scottish stuff, there's kind of
electro bagpipes.
There's kind of like synthesized bagpipes on this.
I made the joke during my reaction video when I originally watched this, that I thought this would be like, it's like, what is this, like the Scottish national anthem meets like You'll Melt More.
Let me play you the song of my people, Terry.
Yeah. To be fair, if you played this, I'd be happy.
The song's called Must Go, and the music video is basically off-shot clips from their trip to Taiwan. I knew it was one of them.
Taiwan, yeah.
It's all the same thing.
Which I said China, and I was like, is it China? Is it not China? I was like, I could offend someone here, so let's just say Taiwan or whatever. That's fine, because I didn't want to mess it up. The way it's shot, it doesn't have any like.
What are they staring up at on that staircase?
I don't know, but like it doesn't have any image stabilization, and like watching this video,
no, it's just some dude with a hand cam.
It made me feel so ill when I originally watched it. I was like, whoa, it's the camera moving about with no stabilization makes me feel ill. But
and the weird speed that it seems to be shot at, it's odd.
Yeah, I don't know what they've done.
It seems sped up, but I don't think it is. I don't know.
It's just, I think they filmed it with like a high frame rate or something.
Yeah, and then played it weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much like your classic tour kind of MV type thing. The song itself is it's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite Meltmore song.
It is not the best song from the album.
I like the last song that they brought out, the Aruku no Osoi Inu, or the dog walks, the slow walking dog, or the dog walks slowly or something. That one, that's pretty good. I really enjoyed that. The one with the drumming and the video, but I don't know if the video made it for me, but I definitely felt that song was quite strong. I like this song as well, though. The electro bagpipes are definitely a welcome addition and something interesting to hear.
Different, at least.
Yeah, I can't complain about that.
How often have you heard this?
Then again, how often can you say that you hear the same Meltmore song more than once?
No comment.
I suppose, yeah. But I would say that with the amount that they put out, they're kind of entitled to, a few repeats here and there. But yeah.
Are you waiting for me to chime in with the harshness?
Yeah, John. Come on, John.
I think they're kind of losing the track, personally.
I mean, I'm not quite sure if we even know what Meltmore's track is.
I can't say I totally disagree with that.
I was in with the. I still can't remember the name of the damn thing. That weird one that was like all in the subway and underground and shot all.
Yeah.
Weird. You know, I really liked that one. I was like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. And then they came out with the restaurant poison all the customers
Moi Moi
video, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a thing.
But I think the problem is they work with a lot of different producers, don't they?
Yeah,
And
they should
depending on
pick.
who they work with, it kind of goes a bit weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're really kind of a mixed bag nowadays. I mean, I haven't actually listened to Utopia, so I don't know what's on it.
I listened through Utopia and I thought it was okay. It's a bit like disco psychedelia, which
I
is
think
kind
it's
of
on SoundCloud, not SoundCloud, Spotify, John.
it is indeed.
Maybe.
It's part of the All Idol playlist that I've put together on SoundCloud. Spotify.
Well, maybe I'll
Sound
listen to that.
Did we both? Oh, bloody. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they need to settle on I mean, they've been around long enough. They should have a direction.
5 years this year, my dudes.
5 years.
Just recently celebrated their 5th birthday.
Oh,
And that is a long time to do an idol thing with
It is.
primarily the same core members. I mean, not really, but
Not really at all.
yeah. I mean, what? Unapi is the only original?
Nope.
member? No? Not even?
Nope.
No original members?
No.
I just know that Ano and Yonapi definitely are not original members. Ketchum.
Maybe Ketchon. Ketchon's original. Okay. Well, I was looking through one of those trash ups, and I think I saw her, and I was like, who are these other people?
But yeah, pretty much that was You'll Melt More's MV. I'm still looking forward to seeing what else they bring out, because we'll probably get another M3 from them in probably about a week. So yeah, we'll be featuring them again with their next song they decided to do from Utopia. So yeah, we can move on to something that I actually felt was a bit more exciting, which was kind of surprising to me because I wasn't expecting this to come from them, in all honesty. I know the rest of their songs aren't going to be like this at all.
I mean, this is a brand new lineup for Himekyun Fruit Can.
Yeah, it's totally...
Yeah.
These are all new.
Yeah.
They got rid of old one, and this is like 2.0. I know that's a thing now in Idol, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
If it doesn't work, burn it to the ground and start again.
Pretty much,
Yep.
right? The name flashing thing, it looks like they should have recorded it with like one of the 3D cameras and like had it up both at the same time. It was quite cool.
The like name thing across their eyes just reminds me of dots.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, they actually do show off the faces. They kind of which is okay. So I was like, oh, they're not doing the hide the face thing. It was just literally, let's just wear the name for a second, do a few things. But yeah, this song offers up quite a bit of variety. Really, it's kind of idol metal-y. It kind of reminds me of very much old school Fruit Pochette stuff. I think, John, you said you kind of felt the same on that, or?
Yeah, I did. And the choreography isn't overly obtuse, I guess you'd say. It's very simple. It's not distracting to the eye. Like some idol choreography gets kind of out there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
They're just like running around and bumping into each other for some of this video.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, there's like some like double kick drum like part where like it proper picks up speed. I was like, okay, this reminds me more of like Fruit Pochette stuff when they used to bring in the double kicks in, like diddly, like shredding guitars, and then all of a sudden there was like a breakdown, little mini breakdown out of nowhere, with some harsh vocals. I was like, obviously it's it's like a produced thing. It wasn't one of the girls. It's probably a vocalist, and it's kind of just tagged into the song.
Oh jeez, chat please.
Choreography. Oh god. So yeah, so they had that. And then it goes into a like a guitar solo off the breakdown, and I was like, yes, like if I wanted to hear like Fruit Pochette, done in like a with updated production and that sort of stuff, then this would be it. But obviously we have 8 girls? Is it 8? Are they all updated 8 now?
Is it 8 or is it 9?
No,
they're moving around too much.
Yeah,
I can't
8,
count.
It's 8 girls now. Yeah, 8 members now. I'm
Always,
not expecting.
Always good to get more than you need. Right?
I'm not expecting their other stuff to sound like this. I think this is going to be their kind of heavier number, and I think some of the other stuff will be more like their original Himekyun Fruit Can stuff. So I'm not holding my breath on this being the total new direction for them. But if it's something that they dabble in occasionally, I'll check out tunes like this from them, because the people that used to produce, is it Mad Magazine or whoever they, who is it, their label? I'm sure John should know this.
Don't know what it is.
Is it Mad Magazine?
Mad Magazine.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming they have in-house producers that were obviously producing for Himekyun and Fruit Can.
And Anokyun and
Yeah.
Nanokyun. Yeah, I think it's all in-house.
So-
I think they're self-contained.
And obviously now Fruit Pochette or Shiori, let's just say Shiori because she's by herself. She's obviously gone from that now, so she's going to be doing her own solo thing. It seems like obviously the producers that were producing for Fruit Pochette, obviously it leaves a bit of a gap in their roster for that sort of music to be fulfilled, and it looks like Himekyun have, been tossed a bone with some of Fruit Pochette's like style, I suppose. And we've come to the end of the video, and I talked all the way through it, and I apologise. Did you guys want to say anything?
Nope, that just means move on.
Yes. On to PiGU with Bye Bye Honey. And I can confess that I was supposed to react to this, and I didn't, and I still haven't watched the video, so this is my first time seeing it, because I didn't have time.
There's a lot of jumping in this video.
Yeah, PiGU is not really my thing.
I mean,
It's kind of slow.
I'm digging the production quality on this from PiGU, though. This is a big step up for them compared to their last one.
That is true.
I like all the kind of city shots that they've done.
I really like stuff with dark lighting, but then it kind of has the highlight colours on it, like from from cityscapes and that sort of stuff. I think that looks quite nice.
The stuff where it's all blown out in the warehouse with the bright windows, not so much.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of is it the Lily video? Is it the Lily video from Yanamute? It's like
that one is lit correctly.
Yeah, but that looks good. Yeah.
This one's like super overexposed, and
it's showing off their innocence, PiGU's innocence, and then
sure,
you got the darker side of it, and I don't know.
My
I'm
knees
reaching
hurt
here.
from watching all that jumping on the spot.
But yeah, I actually need to go listen to the song now because I'm watching the video for the first time and I haven't even heard the song. But I've heard good things. I've heard the
song's alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
is it kind of just like inoffensive idol rock?
Yes.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's inoffensive, slow idol rock.
Oh, it's kind of slow as well.
It's like
From all the jumping, I would have thought it was a bit faster.
No, it's pretty mid
Mid-tempo.
Yeah, kind of. There's a tiny bit of maybe more
I
loungy kind of stuff going on as well.
I think PiGU are doing their thing. You know what I mean? They've been kind of silently chugging away in the background, not really getting too much attention. In all honesty, from some people, yeah. From a lot of other people, no. The name, I think, kind of doesn't help.
Can't say that. Definitely.
I don't know. I don't know if the name's helping them. I think there's quite a few idol groups out there that just have names that just don't help them. In all honesty, and I think PiGU's one of them.
Isn't it PiGU?
PiGU? Is it PiGU? PiGU?
I don't know. It's not that we hate them. It's just they're not. I guess you'd say interesting enough to focus on.
Yeah, it's just
all that colourful stuff at the bottom of their tops sure is interesting.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's inoffensive idol rock. If you're into that sort of thing, then yeah, go check that out. It kind of reminds me, I don't know, Pikachu. Oh my god,
I don't know. It's not really my thing. But like most things,
I can't knock it. I can see why people would enjoy it. Yeah, but yeah. On to the next one then, if you want. Or
what's next?
It's Cyber with Hello New Generation.
Saihachi ER,
yeah. Yeah.
Cool music video. Song is lackadaisical.
It's
just mellow, kind of more of the same kind of cyber stuff.
You know me. You're such a good producer. Why are you making cyber generic stuff?
The rest of the album might be lit, bro.
I hope so.
But if there was a cyber formula, this is the epitome.
Yeah, totally.
Those school uniform ponchos are pretty dope, though.
I mean, the videos, as always with a cyber video, it's good. You like, you know, what I mean, you got member shots, you got the background, you've got lasers, you've got disco, you've got all the good stuff. And you got
why is one of them hanging out in the gym storage closet?
Even if I could think of something to say,
does she not know what happens in various
animes,
manga,
animus,
and anime,
and mangus? Yeah, you should never hang out in those places. I think if there was no BPM 15Q, I think everyone would appreciate the stuff more. I think,
man, everyone in chat is like super raging at us because we're not hype on PiGU. Chill out.
It's the same with Cyber, to be honest with you. Like,
go do your own podcast and tell people how cool PiGU are.
Hey man,
get him. Get him, Gary.
I mean, I didn't say that PiGU were bad. I just said that I just personally I don't find them that interesting.
Anyway, we're talking about Cyber.
Yeah, we're talking about Cyber, who are also putting out boring stuff recently. So yeah.
Yeah, this song needs a little more punch.
Where's the drop? Where's the bass? Where's the 808s? Where's the
where's the punchiness?
Yeah.
We want punchy. We want punchy. If you're gonna do EDM, make it punchy.
But I just think that there could have been a switch up somewhere. Where's the switch up? Where's the
there's nothing. There is nothing. It's just a continuous.
Yeah, Hami switched up her hair.
Yeah, that's about as much as they did switch up.
Took a switchblade to it.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna get real. I'm gonna get real for a second. Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
This song is like a constant drone all the way through. It's almost unchanging.
I know you're not a super big fan of EDM, and like I really like EDM, so the song itself is fine. Like
I like the
song. The song is pleasant. The song is pleasant, but I just wish that there was some sort of variety during the song. Like, you know, like when you get there's kind of like the build up where it's like going to be coming up to like a drop or something, and I was expecting something like that.
Yeah, but there's never a drop. Yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't ever change. It just goes, and then you're like, okay, yeah, something's something. Nope, nothing.
Yeah, it's like
wait, nope, nothing, and then the song ends.
I said in my kind of review that this kind of fits the meme of like long build ups and disappointing drops that a lot of like EDM music was kind of bringing out recently, where, you know, there's a lot of build up and everyone's like, oh yeah, where's it going, and then it'll go do, and then it just goes back to being like do, and you're just like, what? Pretty much what Cyber are doing. But then again, I don't know, it seems like they're more kind of, they're idle with a bit of EDM now.
Maybe they don't know what to do with 6 girls.
It doesn't matter. You know me can make exactly his normal music, and they just share out the parts.
Well, the previous video, I like that song. The previous video they put out, I like that one.
Oh, I think that's on the album. I think.
But I don't know. Maybe they just lost it on this particular track. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, this is the song that is the title track for the album, so I can see why they released it. I don't understand what the kind of footage of the classroom bit was.
What does March 18th mean?
Oh, right, 18/3, yeah, okay.
What does that mean?
Is that when it comes out, or is that not when it comes out? Is it not?
31st of January.
Oh, that's when they disbanded them.
There you go. So when they reformed to something else.
That's when they finally get 8 members. Or wait, how many have they got now?
6.
All right, that's where they're gonna. I'm calling it now. January, February, March. Yeah, the 3rd. So in March they're gonna pick up 2 extra members, and they'll finally become Site 8er. And then the prophecy will be fulfilled, and You Know Me will start making interesting music again. Or the album will be really interesting, and I'll eat my words, and I'll pay for Hamu's nose job. How about that? Who knows? Wow. I'm just being mean for the sake of being mean now, just to get people in the chat. I'm
supposed to be the mean guy.
So we'll move on to the next one, which is how do you say this group's name?
Panda Mic.
Panda Mic.
Pandemic. I don't know.
Pandemic, yeah. I haven't watched this one either.
My favorite day is whatever.
Yeah, Skina Yobiwa.
It's like they've kind of killed Yanamute or Bish and stolen their outfits.
Is it Baby Yanamute?
They've stolen their outfits.
It does kind of remind me of Baby Yanamute, yeah.
I saw Yanamute like a month ago. They had these outfits.
Oh, yeah. Are you sure it's probably the same designer?
Could be.
Well, this is I'll just throw it out there. This is kind of What did I say? Desi rabbits, but not squeaky.
Is it?
Sure.
Is it? Okay.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it.
The musical track is not bad.
The video really looks like a Yana Mute video, like one of their.
They could have
original
lit
videos.
this better. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
this
kinda
isn't
cool.
something that I would turn off. I wouldn't turn it off.
Give me chance, guys. Give me chance.
I mean, I quite like the way it's lit. It looks quite cool. I think they could have done with a light maybe like in front to light up the girls a little bit more, but I quite like the whole of the kind of rays of light that come out from them. I like the outfits.
Yeah, but you can't see them.
Yeah, it's all about. Yeah, but look, there you go. You got facial shots.
Barely.
Jesus Christ, she looks like 10. She's a couple of these girls are rivaling Momoland. Holy hell! Do you know, I haven't seen the video before, so this is the first time I'm watching it.
Yeah, they're young, and they like pandas.
Yeah,
They're
like,
kind of dressed in panda colors too.
that's true.
Well, I think
that's
they're all
true.
based on. I think they're all based. Their whole concept's a whole panda thing, black and white
Panda.
dichotomy thing. I don't know.
It's pretty cool. I'd be interested to see how old these girls are, because some of them definitely look. Some of them are seriously giving Momo Land a run for her
Definitely
money.
not.
I would say they probably range from 12 to 16.
So we're talking like younger than Sora.
It's like Sora Top Sakana.
So they're like, are they Riot Baby or whatever? What is it? Baby Riot Baby. They're
Riot Baby is like 10.
Okay, they're older than that, so they're Baby Yana Mute.
Yeah.
They call them
Yeah.
Panda Mute. That's their new name, not Panda Mic. Call them Panda Mute. It's easier. Yeah. But as for the song, I'll let you guys.
Man, I
Momoland,
totally-
the K-pop normies. No, Momoland from Bis, whatever. Momoland.
I totally linked this to you, and you refused to listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't refuse. I was busy.
You just didn't click on the link. That's cool. It's cool.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
No judgments.
I'm
No
not gonna
judgments.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'll go check it out afterwards, and I'm gonna do like what everyone else
It's
is gonna
not-
do.
it's
I'm gonna
not
check
bad.
it out. I'm gonna judge myself as to how badly I like the video. The video is
You
cool.
might as well just do a reaction video
Yeah,
while you're
just
checking
react
it
to
out, bro.
No.
Yeah. Content.
Some really big awkward age ears on a couple of them, kind of like Sue from early Baby Metal.
Need to grow into those ears.
Well, they are young.
That's why you have the hair down and the bangs. You gotta hide that.
It could be worse though.
You could have
They
that.
could be like Kariko Rie and have a massive scar across their forehead. I didn't even know she had that.
given
until
to
I
her
watched
by
this
a
video.
love-scorned Ray from Lady Baby. But yeah, let's speaking of
I didn't even realize she had that scar until I watched this video, which
power
is
of
Trolls Lost.
yeah.
I've seen like MMA fighters that have less jacked up foreheads than she does.
Do you want to know
So that's
how I got that
impressive.
scar? Who knows? But
Why is she so like damp and potentially sticky in this video? What's up with that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe
She's sitting
maybe
in
this
a
was a prelude for the bathroom one. Maybe they were setting it up.
She made this video and then she had to take a shower.
Or after
Or
she
bath.
took a
Maybe when
shower.
she got out of the bath, this is it. I don't know, man. Maybe it'd be cool if they kind of linked them together somehow.
I don't know. It's a little too artsy for me.
Why are chat like trying to make a thing out of what I said? She's clearly damp.
Yeah.
She's
Wait, the face bit where the face melts is creepy. Watch this bit coming up. The melty face bit is creepy.
There's a drop you were looking for.
Yeah, no, but I like this song. To me, this was more interesting than the Cyber song.
I'm saying that I said that she might be sticky because her hair's stuck to her forehead. Look, see,
Yeah.
right there.
But the way they've shot the video makes it kind of look like she's in like a hazy, steamy type thing. It's odd. I don't know.
Notice how we're not talking about the song.
I mean, I like the song. I like the bass line
It's
from the
alright.
song. It's chilled.
It's a bit too like artsy kind of.
I kind of preferred that to Cyber's song, in all honesty. Like,
Well, it is absolutely more interesting than Cyber's song. I'll give you that.
I don't know. It's
I
it's
wanna,
alright.
Yeah, there's more atmosphere to it. Yeah, definitely more atmosphere to it. That was one thing I'll definitely give her for it. As a project,
Seems like an art project.
someone
or
said
something.
apparently she might be working with Amori Seiko for some coming stuff. Coming
Well,
up.
some
Didn't-
people speculated
Speculated, yeah.
because she did
I also
like, the
read-
hook thing with her mouth.
But
or
I thought that was
whatever,
also
that's the
something that
same
her and
thing.
Ray used to do.
I think I read somewhere that this was a very quote unquote personal project.
Well, she's singing about being 19. The
Yeah.
whole song is
Yeah.
basically her saying like goodbye to being 19. You know, she's lost. She doesn't know where to go from where she is now. You know, she was 19, just about to turn 20. Lady Baby's over. At least that's what the vibe I kind of got from it. She does her little talky bit in the middle.
So you know how it kind of flips between her being like drenched and like slightly less drenched. Did they just have her sit there in a warm room to get that effect?
I'm assuming
Man,
they,
look at that scar. That scar is so gnarly. Sorry to keep coming back to this, but jeez. Damn.
I mean, she's brave, to be honest. Like, she let herself sit there and get wet, and then, you know, like show off her
oh,
revealed face or whatever. I was being nice.
why did you have to make that choice of words? Jeez, people are going to
Apologies.
get the wrong idea.
But yeah,
It's a kind of boring video, let's be honest.
It is. Really.
I don't know. I'm kind of alright with it. I don't know why.
She's just
I'm
like
alright with
sitting
this.
there.
I know, but it kind of just it matches.
And then there's
the song.
like random close-ups of flowers.
And then, alright, so after this, she then brought out the blues video, which we kind of talked about, but didn't really talk about it. She brought out the blues video, which is her quite clearly singing about which sounds like the song's aimed at Ray, the blues song. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Stop writing fan fiction, Terry.
It's
come on.
speculation, but she.
Stop feeding.
Hey, go. Oh well.
Change the slide
Someone's
as well,
gonna.
by the way.
What? Why? To thank you for joining us. The video leaked. The video is back. You can go and watch the video. I don't know if it's got the hard subs still attached to it, with her singing. But if you go and read into it, then
Look into it, man.
yeah,
The truth is out there.
I don't know, but it seems like it. It's funny how they had the Lady Baby Blue song between the two of them, which was their most personal song, and now they just have a song, and now she just has a song called Blue, and she's crying in the song and quite clearly talking about how someone doesn't like her, and how she loves them, and blah blah blah.
Could be your boyfriend, dude. Come on.
She says a girl. She says she. She was like something lady. She literally says lady in the song. So I don't know. Go and see it.
We're just playing it up for hype, man.
Yeah.
Everything's a gimmick, brother.
Yeah, it's true. So if you want to go check out their pre-lesbian spat song, hey, I'm just gonna say that.
People are going to say that we're weird again, Terry. Come on.
Hey, I wasn't the one that made up the whole lesbian aspect thing. That was someone else on Facebook.
No, you talked about the whole skinship thing. We did. There was a
Yeah, I
whole
said it was
fucking
normal.
video.
I said it was normal. I just said, hey man, that's a Japanese thing. Whatever they're playing up to it, it's in the video.
The
I
song
didn't
could
say
be
they were
about
lesbians.
Ladybeard.
Could you imagine if it was about Lady Vid?
Maybe she just likes muscular Australian people. I don't
It's
know.
true. She's like, I miss the beard. Is it weird? I miss the beard. It's true.
Oh man. Well, that's all we've got, guys. Thanks for sticking with us through this 2 and a bit hour clusterfuck.
All 29 of you, man. Like,
Yeah,
that's
you guys are the MVPs.
right now.
Wait a second.
Whoa.
Oh no,
We're forgetting
break.
something very important.
Oh, so we are.
What did we forget?
Terry. We have
Terry!
to announce the winner of our contests.
What?
Oh, what?
What? I didn't even think.
You didn't do anything. Oh man.
I thought you did something.
Well, oh, you mean the giveaway?
Yeah, the contest.
Ah, yes, we did say we was going to announce the
Oh
winner.
my
Is that the reason
God.
why all 29 of you are here? You're waiting to find out if you won. I apologise so much.
Hopefully you left a comment on the video that we asked you to leave a comment on.
I'm literally about to go and do it now. So if you give me 2 seconds, I will go and find us a winner.
Oh jeez.
Well, I clicked on it earlier, and I you know what I mean, I was kind of like, oh, I'll get ready to roll it. Okay, let's do it now. Alright, YouTube random comment picker. Pow. Okay, the first winner.
Is this for the grand prize?
So this is of the grand prize. The first winner was...
The Necronome Idol bundle.
Yeah, of the Necronome. Do you know what? There's still comments pending. I feel bad because someone's comment's still pending, and if I roll it before it's pending, that means they can't win. So I'll thingy this comment quickly.
Re-roll.
I'm re-rolling 1 second. Otherwise I'll feel bad if I don't let them in.
Hopefully they're subscribed to the channel.
Oh, no, I can click it and it will tell me whether or not they aren't. 1 second, I've got to let the comments load now. It's not every day we have 57 comments.
Half of them are ours.
So yeah, do you want to give a drum roll or whatever?
Tappity, tappity, tappity. Do it.
A droll rum, please. So for the first number one winner is 42? 42? Yeah. 42. Green avatar 42. Don't know who that is. So they got first place. 42.
Please, can you send messages on YouTube?
I shall try. So 42 got it. I don't know who that is.
Message us on Twitter or Facebook or wherever.
Yeah.
Whatever's easiest for you.
I shall go through the usual stuff. We'll give people till the next podcast to get back to us. If they don't get back to us within the a week
we're
or
keeping
whatever.
everything.
Yeah, we're gonna do a rollover. And we still have the two
we have the 2 runner-up prizes to roll as well.
Yep, we do indeed.
So who won those, Terry?
So we have, with the first runner-up is Hairul Rahani. No idea who that is.
Okay.
Rahani. I'll post that 1 second. Hairul Rahani. And 1 second.
Oh, I've seen that name before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And our second runner-up is...
Oh, mate, I don't... The names are crazy. JHH1979.
1979, good year.
JHH 1979. So that's our 3 winners. So
yep. Contact us with your shipping information.
Runners up. We got a list of CDs. I think we're gonna let you.
We have a plan. Yeah. For the
contact us with your shipping information and all that good stuff. The winner, obviously, you know what you're getting. Runners up, you guys will.
Can you inbox? You can inbox us at the podcast, right? Yeah, you can inbox us.
Yeah, I think so.
allidlepodcast@gmail.com if you are really struggling to figure out how to contact us.
Yeah.
We're always available on Facebook and Twitter as
Discord,
well.
Everything.
To be fair,
maybe not Discord after a night.
Yeah. So the comment picker was people who were subbed, left a comment, and you can basically put things. So that's why we always say to people that make sure you fulfill all the things, because otherwise the comment picker won't put you in the ones that can be thingied. So there was a couple of comments that said some people weren't subscribed. So take a look at that if you entered that.
If you guys want another shot at a giveaway, then get us to 500 subscribers and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. We're perfectly happy with doing giveaways semi-regularly, because we have stuff to give away, and we want you guys to feel like we're doing things for the community as we usually are.
And international postage isn't cheap.
It's not, which is why every little penny that I do ever make off this will probably go towards postage once YouTube decides to pay me out, which it probably won't do for another 3 years.
Anyway, let's get out of here. There's a UFC starting in 40 minutes. How are we still on the air?
Shoot.
I can't believe that it's 12:20 and you guys are still with us. Big shout out to everyone who joined us today. If you've been liking the recent content, there's lots more coming. Sorry I haven't been uploading the reaction videos and stuff quite as quickly as I was doing before. Work. It's a crazy time when you work in the same sort of sector that I work in for work.
It should slow down a bit
Yeah.
in the next few weeks, guys. We'll be back on track.
We'll be back on track, yeah, and we'll be back with more podcasts as ever. Big shout out to all of you who have been with us. Big shout out to anyone who's listening on the VOD. If you want, get in contact with us. So
Names will be in the description of the
Yes.
VOD if you're not sure.
we will get that done for you. And I shall catch you guys on the next podcast. See ya.
Wait, what?
Oh, what? No shout-outs?
No shoutouts, no
wait.
plugs.
Oh,
Bro.
Hey,
go
Gary,
for the plugs,
you got
go for the
anything
plugs.
brewing?
Go for the plugs.
I
go for
don't.
the
I
plugs.
guess not.
Oh, sorry. Go on, what you got to plug? Sorry, my apologies.
Okay, so idleasshit.com. You should all know this by now, but I know there was some new people tonight. So I write a website, I write a website. Jeez, I write reviews. I do some other stuff. The name doesn't mean I'm trashing idols. It's just a fun thing. The Bish owe me royalties for, but never mind. Idle is shit on Twitter. I've been tweeting a lot more recently. Some people don't appreciate it, but hey, you've got critics everywhere. This week on the site, as in this past week, I reviewed Terror Architects, Yubikiri Genman, and Zenbu Kimi no Seida's whatever the rah thing is. I can't be bothered. This coming week, I have reviews of Mason Boot Girl's Koto Eri and Joe Meltmore's Utopia, and that is me done for 2017. We're drawing a line under it. Then for January, I'll have like end of year top 10s and stuff, because I saw some people talking about that in the chat. So we'll see. I've got at least 2 planned, and I've got a non-idol roundup planned as well, and that'll be most of January. Probably review Necronom Idol at some point whenever that comes out. And that is me.
Oh, and me, straight-from-japan.com. I'm gonna get the site back on track after following Necronomadal around and all the holiday stuff. Haven't been putting too much up there, but I'm gonna get that back on track. I'm also gonna try to put out a little video content on the channel here. Looking at maybe redoing some of my CD rarities video in video format. So if maybe
Nice.
that would be interesting to y'all. I don't know. We'll give a test run, see how that all turns out.
Okay,
So that's it.
cool. That sounds
News and maybe videos. We'll
And
see.
of course, you'll find me, Terry, in the usual Alternative Idol group on Facebook. It's literally just Alternative Idol. If you're not part of the group, come and join. We'll put the link in there. You can come join the group.
Not to be confused with other groups.
There are other groups, but if you find one,
This
that
one
says,
is ours.
This one is ours, yeah. And everyone's
And
welcome.
answer the questions.
Yeah,
please.
answer the questions. Let us know you're interested. Even if you don't know that much, we don't care. We just want to see you're interested and willing to, be a part of the community and come learn and enjoy and find new cool stuff like we want to. Then by all means, come and join us in the group. That would be awesome. And you'll find me there as usual, and also on this channel as well, doing the variety of content that you have already seen on the channel. Or if you haven't, go and check that out. So that's where you'll find me. So from me here at the Alternative Idol podcast, and from Gary and John, I think we can wish everyone all a good new year.
Yep, Happy New Year, guys.
Yep. Happy New Year.
And we shall catch you in 2018 for some new cool stuff. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.